Hello, my wonderful mathematicians. Welcome back to part 2 of our Let's the Math Games Begin. All right, so the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to pass out the packets that have the dot plots on one side and the frequency tables on the other side. Pass out the packet that have the dot plots on one side and the frequency tables on the other side. We're going to start off with the dot plots. I'm going to explain to you or show you how we get the information for our dot plots. Inside the packet, you will have 5 dice. 5 dice. Leave the dice inside the packet. Just pull out the sheet. Leave the dice inside the packet because I want your attention to be on the screen, not with the dice. So what I am going to do is I'm using my dice and I'm only going to roll my dice 10 times. When you guys do it, you're going to roll it 20 times. But I'm only going to do it 10 times. And I'm recording my information using dots. So I have a number line that goes from 0 to 5. Notice our dice actually has 6. So if I roll a 6, I can't put anything there. They just want to know 0 from 5. Also on our number line, you will notice that there are some half numbers. We don't have any half numbers, so I know I'm not going to have any information that's going to go there. So my first roll, I rolled a 2. So under the above the 2 on my number line, I'm just going to put a dot. My next roll, I rolled a 1. So above the 1, a dot. Next roll, I rolled a 4. Above the 4, a dot. That's my third roll. Fourth row was a 6, not going to count that. Fourth row is now a 5, a dot. Fifth row, a 2, a dot above the 2. Notice, I got 2 dots above the 2. Next row, 6th row, a dot above the 5. Next row, a 4, a dot above the 4. So I have 2, 4, 6, 7 rolls. This is my 8th roll. I have another 2. My 9th roll, I have a 6, doesn't count. 9th roll is another 2. And my 10th roll is another 2. That's all it is for a dot plot. Now I want to count my dots. Under the 0, there is no 0. For the 1, I have 1. For the 2s, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, when we're doing any type of work, I want to see a dirty clean paper. This is a way to show a dirty clean paper. If I'm having dots, count the dots. If I have tally marks, count the tally marks. Write it down so you're not constantly having to go back and count. Nothing under the 3s. For the 4s, I have 2, 1, 2. And for the 5s, I have also 2, 1, 2. So, to answer my question here, I'm changing it up a little bit. They want to know how many rolls did I have that was higher than a 3. It didn't say 3 and higher. It just said higher than a 3. So if I had anything on a 3, I wouldn't even count that. They just want to know higher than a 3. 4 and 5 is higher than a 3. So I'm adding 2 plus 2, which is 4. And then under the other question, they want to know how many did I have that was 3, 4, and 5. Again, nothing in the 3. There's my 4 and the 5. So that's also 4. Now, I'm going to take my dots and that's how I'm going to fill in my frequency chart. I didn't have anything in the 0, so I'm not going to put any tally marks under the 0s. I did have 1 dot for the 1s. So I'm going to put 1 tally mark under the 1. For the 2s, I had 5. So I'm going to put 5 tally marks next to the 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's my 5th tally mark. And then for the 4s, I had 2. So I'm going to put 2 tally marks for the 4. And then 5. I also have 2, so I'm going to put 2 tally marks for the 5. So when they come over here to the frequency table, because sometimes you're just going to see the tally mark, sometimes you'll see where it says frequency. All I'm doing is just adding up how much is in my tally. I don't have anything for the zeros, so it's 0. I don't have anything for the half, so it's 0. I do have one tally mark for the ones, so it's 1. I don't have anything for the 1.5, 0. I have 5 for the 2s, nothing for the 2.5s, nothing for the 3s, nothing for the 3.5s, 2 for the 4s, and nothing for the 4.5, and then 2 for the 5s. That's it. That is completely it. So what you're going to do, you're going to pass out the worksheet, dot plots that's on one side, and frequency table that's on the back side. Pass these out to all the students. And you're going to take the die. Now you may take the die out the bag. And you're going to roll your dice 20 times, and you're going to record your data. Now notice your data doesn't have the halves. It does go from 1 to 6, so it actually matches. But your frequency chart, it doesn't have the 6. So you will actually need to write 6. Actually, it should be on your paper already. 6 for that one. It will be on your paper. So you should be good to go. So go ahead and pause the video and roll your dice 20 times, record your data, and fill in your frequency chart. All right, once you are finished, you're going to write your name at the top of your paper. Write your name at the top of your paper. The students who passed out the papers will collect the papers. 10 seconds to collect the papers and place the first 10 seconds to put your name on your paper. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and collect the papers and place them inside the appropriate homework box on my carts. While they are doing that, you're going to take the packet, put it back inside the bag, collect the 5 dice, put them back inside the bag, and you're going to collect the bag, put them back inside the black bucket. And then we're going to move on to what is next. What is next? All right, welcome back, my wonderful mathematicians. The next one that we're going to pull out is the one that's called profit. So go ahead and pull that out the black bucket, pass that out. Once you've got it, you are going to pull out the definition and example card, and then the 3 problems. So, looking at our definition, flip it up, and you will see that profit is the amount of money left over after all the expenses are subtracted from the amount of money received from selling an item or service. So, I have a student, Kennedy, Miss Little Perkins. She likes to make bracelets. So, I'm going to use Kennedy as an example for this. Kennedy is making bracelets, and she decides that she wants to sell these bracelets to her fellow students. But in order for her to make it, she has to have supplies. So she had to go to the store and she had to purchase beads, and she paid $5.99 for her beads. She had to purchase string, so she paid $3 for her string, and she had to purchase scissors. So she paid $4 for her scissors. So in order for us to find out exactly all the supplies that she purchased, we first have to add up all of the costs. So those are the beads, the string, and the scissors. So $5.99 plus $3 plus $4 is $12.99. Kennedy then decided, I'm only going to make 12 bracelets, and I'm going to sell each bracelet for $2. So I'm going to sell one to Aline for $2, sell one to Demetria for $2, to Demetrika for $2. She's deciding, okay, I need to first figure out how much money these students are going to pay me once I sell all 12 bracelets. So to find that out, we have $2 multiplied by 12. So the first thing I need to look at is 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. Then I put my placeholder there because now I'm going over to the next place value spot. Then I look at 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. And I add my 2 lines. That was the 1's place value. This is my 10's place value. So 0 plus 0, that x is actually a 0 because it's just an invisible place value, spot, or placeholder. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. And 0 plus 2 is 2. So all of these students, those 12 students, gave Kennedy $24. But how much money did she actually make? How much money did she actually make? In order for us to find that out, we have to take the money that she got from her students, which was $24, and the money that she had to spend on all these supplies, which was $12.99, and subtract them. So we have $24 minus $12.99. I know that I cannot subtract 9 from 0. So I go to the next number. I can't borrow from here. I go to the next number. I can borrow from here. Cross that out, turn that into a 3, change that into a 10, cross that out, change that into a 9, then change this into a 10. So 10 minus 9, we know is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3 minus 2, the difference is 1. And 2 minus 1, the difference is 1. So this is Kennedy's profit. She actually made $11.01. $11.01 selling her bracelets. So what you're going to do, you're going to need to get a sheet of notebook paper. And you're going to, here's the cost. That's how much money that they used in order to get their supplies. This is how much money the customer paid. What's the profit? So cost, customers paid, what's the profit? You're going to do it for all 3 problems, A, B, and C. So go ahead and pause the video and do A, B, and C. All right, welcome back. So for A, we had a cost of $250, and the customers paid $300. So in order for us to figure out the profit, we needed to subtract. So 300 minus 250, our profit is $50. Congratulations if you got that right. For B, the cost of the supplies was $100. Customers paid $500, and we need to figure out the profit. So I need to subtract 500 from 100, and my profit is $400. Congratulations if you got B right. And for C, the cost was $500. Customers paid $750, and the profit is $250 because 750 minus $50. Did I say 50? $500. 750 minus $500. The profit is $250. So remember, it's whatever is left over from all the supplies that they purchased and how much money the customers paid them. Whatever is left over, that is our profit. All right, write your name on your notebook paper. Write your name on your notebook paper, even if you did it as a group, that's fine. Write everybody's name on that notebook paper. If you did it as a group, that's fine. Just write everybody's name on that notebook paper. You're going to collect the notebook paper. You're going to place the notebook paper inside the homework bucket that's on my cards. Next, you're going to take your profit sheets, put it inside the bag. The 3 problems, also place them inside the bag. And then I will tell you in just a second what is coming up next. All right, the next one that we are going to be doing is the one that's perimeter and area. Perimeter and area. So go ahead and, one for the profit, go ahead and put that one back inside the black bucket and pull out the perimeter and area packet. And you're going to pull that out. There are 5 problems, 5 task cards. So for perimeter area, remember perimeter, rim, like the rim of a glass. The rim, my coffee cup, the rim. We are focusing on the outside whenever we are dealing with perimeter. So for perimeter, you are looking at the outside. For area, it's everything in the inside. So if I have a shape like this, when I'm looking at the perimeter, I was counting the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That is how I have a perimeter of 24. But to get the area, I want to count everything that's on the inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I've already counted it all up, it's 27. Remember, dirty, clean paper. Whenever you have this on the test, I should see it actually written inside so you don't get confused, because this is how our crazy mistakes happen. Somebody will accidentally write 13 or count 13 twice and then come up with 26 as the area instead of 27. This is why it's very important to write down what the numbers are supposed to be. So our perimeter is 24. That was my outside. And my area is 27. That is how many spots I have on the inside. So you are going to get a sheet of notebook paper. And on the back of these, you have numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is number 5. So what you're going to do is, as a group, you're going to find the perimeter and the area for each shape. The perimeter and the area for each shape. Now, I am going to include dry erase markers and the dry erasers for this particular project, so you can actually write inside. But on your notebook paper, you need to write the answer. So I should see on your paper, 1, the perimeter, and you don't have to spell it all out. You can just do P and A. 1, the perimeter is this, A, and the area is this. 2, the perimeter is this, the area is this. That's what I should see written down on your notebook paper. Again, you don't have to have notebook paper for everybody. You can do it as a group. That's fine. All right, so go ahead and pause the video, get started, and when you come back, I'll have the answers. All right, welcome back, wonderful mathematicians. For number 1, when you count the outside of the shape, our perimeter is 50. When you count the inside of the shape, the area is, the perimeter is 30. The area is 50. For number 2, when you count the outside of the shape, the perimeter is 24. And when you count the inside of the shape, the area is 32. For number 3, when you count the outside of the shape, the perimeter is 42. And when you count the inside, the area is 68. 42 and 68. For number 4, when you count the count the outside of the shape, our perimeter is 26. And when you count the inside, our area is 40. And for the very last one, number 5, when you count the outside, the perimeter is 20. When you count the inside, the area is 21. Congratulations to the students who are the groups who have them all correct. And what I need you to do now is take the definitions, put it back inside the bag. Our example, take the task cards, awesome, put them back inside the bag. For the notebook paper, you're going to write, if everybody got a notebook paper, write your name on top of the notebook paper. If you got a notebook paper per group, write the group's names on top of the notebook paper so I know who to give the credit to. So if everybody got a sheet of notebook paper, write your name on your paper. If the group got a sheet of notebook paper, write the group's name. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to collect the notebook papers, and you're going to put the notebook papers inside the homework bucket that's on my cards, and then collect the packet and place them back inside the math or the black bucket. And we have another one that's coming up next. The last one that we're going to do, or for this video, part 2 video, is our time, our elapsed time. Elapsed time. So pull out the packet that has the elapsed time in it. When we're dealing with time, we know that there's 5 minutes in between. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then that's 60. 60 minutes and 1 whole hour. So if I have a begin time of 3 o'clock, I'm going to set my time to 3 o'clock. Remember, the hour hand goes to the 3, and the minute hand goes to the 12. That's 3 o'clock. Let's say that it is going to take me 20 minutes to drive to work. So what I want to do is I want to add 20 minutes on my clock. I know that this is 5. That's 10, 15, and 20 minutes. So right now, it is 3:20. 3:20. And to be sure about that, I can lift it up and look, 3:20. But I have to drive another 20 minutes to get home. So I want to add another 20 minutes to my clock. So I'm adding 5, 10, 15, and 20. So now I know that if I lift this up, this is going to be 3:40. 3:40. But I'm not done. I got to go pick up my dog. And she is 30 minutes away. So I got to drive to pick up Sadie, my dog, who is 30 minutes away. So I want to add 30 minutes to my clock. 10, 20, 30. Excuse me. I'm doing by 10. 5, 10, 15, 20. Up. I come back to the 12. So if I'm back to the 12, that is 1 whole hour. I'm at 4 o'clock right now. So I said 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. So what time is it? 4:10. If I lift this up, there's my 10. So I'm at 4:10. So my start time was 3 o'clock. What is my end time? It is 4:10. So this is one way, using our manipulative, our clock, to show elapsed time. Another way that we could do this, if I start off at 3 and I want to add 20 minutes, I know that 3 plus 20 is 3 and 20 minutes. So I want to add another 20. I know that 2 plus 2 is 4. So right now I'm at 3:40. But I know I got 30 more minutes left. but I'm close to 4 o'clock. How much is it going to take me to get to 4 o'clock? So to move to 4 o'clock, because that's where I want to go, 4 o'clock, it's going to be 40. I'm adding 10 to get to 50, and I'm adding another 10 to get straight up, right up on the 12, which is my 60 minutes. So I'm adding 20 right here to get to 4 o'clock. But I still have another 10 minutes. I still have another 10 minutes because I only did 20. I didn't do 30. So I'm adding another 10 minutes. And that is how I have 4:10 because I added that last 10 minutes. So what you're going to do, I don't have them cut out yet. You're going to do the 3 task cards using your clocks. Okay, when you come back, I'll have the answers to your questions, to the task cards. Go ahead and pause the video and get started. If I didn't say it already, you may need to pass out a sheet of notebook paper to do this particular problem, to write it down. All right, for A, we began at 9:30. We added 30 minutes, added another 15 minutes, so my ending time is 10:15 a.m. For B, we began at 12 a.m., added 20 and 45 minutes. My ending time is 1:05 a.m. And for C, beginning time was 5, added 40 and 15 minutes. My ending time is 5:55 p.m. All right, that's it for this video. If there is time, go ahead and move on to part 3. And I will see you guys soon.